So we are back in the 4.6. This is automatic today, which is 9th of October 2025. So I've done this car. I'm going to look at the report. As you can see, for the engine ECU, it shows the fan, the low speed and the high speed disconnected, and misfire, cylinder 1, 3, and what else? It said the variable solenoid. I'll show you that one. Front full. It showed that before, so it means that one is partially faulty. Saying that 2 misfire. So the 3 cylinders in front misfired at some point. Okay, so that is for the engine ECU, and the AC, it seems they bypassed the fan. I saw something that showed that it was actually bypassed. Let me show you that. I'm going to show you, but outside let me. And then the ABS. Recall that I mentioned when I was driving it, there's a way the ABS was behaving. So look at the fault. It said front right way speed sensor open circuit. So that is the one on this side, the front one. So I've looked at the ABS ring that yesterday. Until the ring looked as if it pushed in too much on the CV joint, the outer CV joint. That we call it reluctor ring. So it will actually be the cause or the ABS sensor itself. But there's a way to know if it's the ABS sensor. I'll look at it again. But it could be the ring was it's too much inside. We need to push that so that the sensor can be able to read it properly. The ring. So we'll deal with that later. And the final thing I want to point out here, I've scanned the PSI unit. So look at the PSI unit here. These are direction or indicator lights. Those ones are not. The first one, permanent fault, air conditioning compressor, short circuit to earth. There's something I suspected, so let me show you that. I'm trying to remember which one is this. So I can see, look at the bypass here. I saw it the day I inspected the vehicle, so I need a bypass. So it's actually this connector. So I'm going to do something. Now this connector is either the compressor or the starter motor. Try to remember which one. But I'm going to test and confirm that now. So I will disconnect it. Disconnect it with the engine still crank. Then we don't have effect. Okay, I'll look at it again. Trying to remember this connector. There's something it powers. Again, either it's the compressor or the starter motor. I think it's the starter motor. Yeah? I don't remember. Anyway, so this is the solenoid he pointed out. This VVT solenoid is intermittent fault, and I look at the connector. The connector is okay. The wires are okay. And he said the 3 cylinders here, that they found the misfire. But so far, I started it this morning anyway, it didn't misfire. But something that I need to point out, the fuel pump. The fuel pressure, I tested it. Because that yesterday, because after we put the timing belt, I tried to start the car. It didn't start the first crank. I think it was the second or third one that it started. So that was what made me decide to even check the fuel pressure. Since there is no timing issue, as you can see from the scan report, the timing is okay. So the first time I switched on ignition, it didn't even move. Switch it on the second time, it just moved a little. It took a while. It took about 3 or on and off before the pressure could get to 50 psi. So let's see. So let me switch it on. At least the engine has run, meaning it should be, the pressure should be able to hit. If the fuel pump is okay, it should be able to hit 50 psi immediately. So all I had to do was there's a valve where I reduce the fuel pressure on the fuel rail so that I can be able to do this test and show you guys. Okay, so the ignition is on now. So you can see it's 33 psi. It's supposed to be 50 psi here. So the fuel pump is a little bit weak, so we have to change it. And the reason why I say it's the fuel pump, not the fuel pressure regulator, that's the APR. You can see if I switch it on, if I switch off the ignition, it still maintains that same pressure. So the fuel pressure regulator is okay. The only problem is the fuel pump itself. So I will have to remove the fuel, what's it called? The fuel pump. We have to bring it out and look at everything. They've changed this. We have to change this. This is the normal valve time that they put. This bleeding point, we have to change it. You can see it's even leaking from there. Have to remove it and put the proper one. So, but for this one, I probably may not bother replacing it. You know why? The engine, we are changing the engine very soon. So the used engine we are buying is going to come with it. So I don't see the reason why we go and waste money for that. Will it have effect on the performance? Yeah, most likely, yes. But because I don't want to recommend wasting that money. Now for the compressor, though, right now the AC is not working. It's not chilling. So I want to know what this relay they produce is doing, whether it's a compressor or not. Let me disconnect this, see if the car is quiet. The engine is quiet. I'm thinking this is the starter. Hope I'm not doing. Let me see. But it seems it's bypass. Let's see whether you see? No cracking. Alright, so it's actually the starter that they introduced relay to the starter motor. So I was right that it's not necessarily the compressor. So it's showing compressor open circuit. So shows open circuit. So it means I'll look at the connection to the compressor, see what's going on there. I don't know why. Because this AC worked initially the day we went to inspect the vehicle. Though unfortunately, I didn't go with my scan tool at that time. Both of them were, the Thin Direct 2 had expired. The PP2000, the Raptor was acting up. So I need to figure out why it's saying compressor connection open circuit. First of all, I need to check the gas pressure. If the pressure is okay, then leave it. You know that the issue is the electrical. In that case, other things, there's a way I can do the test. I can continue diagnosing the compressor, for example, to be sure the connection from the BSI unit to here is okay. So the compressor is okay. By triggering, I'll trigger the compressor from the scan tool. If it doesn't make that sound, then the issue is the connection. Then we can figure it out. It could also be that the coil has sparked up, the compressor coil. But anyway, those are secondary. So the main thing I will probably do now is the ABS ring. We want to check this time again. That time we did the timing belt work yesterday. That was when I noticed the ABS ring. That ring it should be a little bit out, but it pushed in too much. So we'll look at it, and if possible, we might even replace the sensor notwithstanding, even if we put we bring out the ring a little bit out. Or we might bring the sensor, test it if it still shows that problem. Oh, there's a way I can look for it. Let me see. Hold on. Normally, if the sensor is bad, once you start the car, the fault comes out. But if it's the ring, the ESP warning stays off until you move the car. See? It's now off. There's no water in the system. Okay, you see, the ESP light is back. Maybe it might be the sensor. You see, showing there's no water in the system. So it means that the water leak somewhere on bingo. Because I know I topped up water yesterday. Alright, let's see. It's leaking water from somewhere. So it's to find out where that is happening. No, it's still normal. Look at it. It's normal. I wonder why that light. Why the one popped up. It's normal. Anyway. So I'll deal with the ABS and the fuel pump. Those are the two things to deal with. ABS, fuel pump. So here, deal with this leg, pull it up, then remove the fuel pump, see what's going on there. You now know what two things to deal with. And then we are done with that PSC thing is not something I'll do later anyway. I'll follow it up and get back to you guys. Alright, we'll see. Okay, so we will remove the fuel pump and so we change only the pump itself. The case appears okay. And the fuel pressure regulator, which is this, is okay as well. This side is okay. The fuel sender, well, I know the gauge, I hope it's reading well. I know they are, according to the gauge, there are still fuel in the tank. I'll even check to be sure. This tank is open. So we only change the cartridge, which is the pump itself. Okay, so that is it. Now for this one, we remove the sensor. Checked it. I think the issue might be the sensor because I looked at the ring. This is the rotor ring. This here. Spin it round. I didn't see any clock. And I also checked the sensor. The ring is actually facing the sensor directly in the middle. So we'll just change the sensor. The only thing we might do is we'll brush the ring. The time we'll go through the sensor, maybe from here. You get side where mud there. You just brush and one. So that's all. We'll just change the sensor. We'll just change it. So two things we are changing, the fuel pump and the ABS wheel sensor. And then we hope for the best. And so we'll see. So that should take care of these two problems. The other remaining one now is the AC. So that's why I'll look at that one. So they bought the parts. We were asking to bring the wiper blade. So later we'll do that one. Not sure this one is still okay. Anyway, so this is the ABS wheel sensor. Mount it and hope for the best. Now this fuel pump, I don't really know about this brand. I've never used it. The one I will be using is Opay. But it's claiming this one is better than Opay. I don't trust this brand. What I mean is, this brand, for some reasons, I've seen the belts, the belt people buy, and I don't like their belts. This salary belt, I don't know that they also do timing belts. So how with their fuel pump, they also have that good. It says the quality of the belt about that. So for now, I'm not putting this pump. I'll ask it to bring the brand I want, even though it's claiming that this one is better than that one. But man, let me see that brand that I've been using for years. Unless the quality has changed. If not, I will rather put that one. Okay. We'll see. Anyway, I'll update you guys. I'll keep this one for now. So this is it. He has bought the upper bowl.
Manasseh! Where do you from head now? How about
the debut. Trying to tear this thing. No. Let me get something. Something I saw. Huh?
You don't change it.
That's why I want, even if we are going to change it, let it be the brand I know that wants to. Not that nonsense. So I won't end up putting this thing.
Like, this thing at the top.
Okay. So this is the upper bowl. Okay, let's go for the best. This one is also new one. Yeah, I don't know the brand. So, we remove the fuel pump, like I mentioned, and it's actually a new pump. So guess what, look at it, it's actually the same brand, Opay. I can see it's a new pump. I don't think this pump has lasted a week in this place. So what that means is, there's no point putting this. So unfortunately, it means they started producing fake on this, or they started reducing the quality of this brand. This used to be the best when it comes to fuel pump, and I meant it because the reason why I'm saying this is this pump in my 406 has lasted 5 years. This very pump, and that is also what I'm running in my 505 VC. It's very good. The pressure is so good that in VC, we put it on VCs, as you are cranking the engine, immediately it's starting. I've tested so many other pumps, and none of them were able to give me the enough pressure that my VCs needed. So as soon as I mounted this one, immediately I cranking the engine, boom, it starts. Other ones will take about 2-3 cranks before it starts, especially in the morning or when the engine is cold. So unfortunately, this one took about 2 cranks before it started. So the seller was actually telling the truth that people are started complaining about this pump. So it wasn't actually trying to deceive me. So what that means, I've called the owner of the car. I explained to him my findings. So I told him about the other brand, Auto Bet. He said, okay, let's risk it, because the only authority is to put back this one. So I'm going to pick it up and keep this one. So I'm returning this one. Let's try that Auto Bet. Hopefully, you never know, it might work. Alright, so let's see how it goes. So he's already mounting the installing. This is the old ABS wheel sensors. This is the old one. So if you keep it so that I can test and confirm that it's working. Alright, so let me go and sort this one out. I'll still leave my fuel pressure tester here until I complete it. Alright. Okay, so I brought the Auto Bet. fuel pump. So I bought it back. So hopefully, at least the owner, there's one myself to go and use it. But it's worth the price. Anyway, the name is even written here. Apart from so, that's the very simple. So let's see what happens. If you give the same results, probably we'll keep it and keep it short. Okay. Alright, so market is ABS here. So I'm here to test it here. Oh, I think he went out. He said I wanted to go and do something. Alright, so yeah. The AC thing, let me see when I'll have time for it. I'll have time for that. So, I'll see what I can do. If not, I'll leave it for another day. With electrical, it's something I can handle. With low pressure, gas, then they have to take it to they will put gas on this particular model. Mine has this thing here. Okay, see it here. Let me test it to know whether it has gas. There's a pressure. I need something. Okay. No gas. No pressure, nothing. No pressure. So I think it's actually no gas. Okay, there's gas. I didn't press it in very well. There's gas. So it's an electrical issue. Not like I suspected. So I'll rule it out. So that's something I need to check under and the car to know whether the fuse has cut. And I know it's saying compressor connection. Anyway. So I'm on the test drive that we change the fuel pump and we put that auto bed. And also change the ABS sensor. So I'm driving it now. So far the ABS is working. Before once I make any move, it starts vibrating on the leg. But now it's no longer doing that. That ESP40 has been showing, it's no longer showing it. Hold on, let me even see. Let me turn the steering full. Okay. The warning didn't come back. So no more ESP warning. Turn it full again. Okay. Before, remember we will be seeing that ESP light here, so no warning here anymore. And it's no longer giving that ESP warning here. So, well, progress so far. As for the auto bed fuel pump, I don't know. It gives 50 psi, which is the normal one, but before it gets to that 50 psi, it takes a little bit while. But how I will know is tomorrow morning I'll crank the engine see whether it starts after sleeping tonight. If it starts the first crank, then I think that could do, compared to the auto pull that takes about 2 cranks. Okay, oh yeah, no, the ABS is gone. The ABS issue is gone. Before now, you see that small movement I made. Once I press the brake pedal, we do be vibrating, then that ESP warning will come up. Yes, ESP and ABS warning light will be out. The warning will come out, but now it's gone. So, that is sorted. Obviously. So I was right to deal with the ABS sensor instead of bothering with the ABS ring. Just like I said, that's better I check it, which I did. I checked the ring, it was okay. And it was centered where the sensor was mounted. So the sensor was pointing at the middle of the ring. So that showed me that... Alright, so the only thing remaining now is the AC. So the AC is now what's remaining, and like I said, it's not the gas, there's pressure in the system. So now that I've done every other work, though, this other external mirrors, sometimes they play, although this one works too, you know. Just at what time when you start the vehicle, you start moving up and down, doing this. I don't know why it's doing that. I'll figure it out. I'll take my time to figure that out. And so tomorrow I'll get the wire. What I'll do tomorrow, I'll get the wire, positive, negative, do the direct connection to the compressor, see if the compressor coil magnets. Once it magnets, some call it coil, some call it magneto. So once the magnet clicks, I would want it permanent connection. I will start the vehicle, one permanent connection, confirm that it's cooling. Once that is cool, then we'll now know what's the problem with the powering of the compressor. There's a communication issue between the PSI and the compressor, and I hope the issue is not the PSI. I hope it's not the PSI. If it's not the PSI, it may have to be removed. Hopefully, it's always a concern to fix. There's a relay inside the PSI, usually causes that problem. We may try and see if we can replace that relay or repair it. Sometimes, in the process of trying to repair that relay inside the PSI, the PSI will fail and start giving immobilizer for the car. You no longer start the vehicle. So, but if eventually that's where the problem is, we don't have any other option than to attempt it. So, yeah, this ESP light is blinking here, even though it's not blinking here. It's already late. I would have taken it for a longer drive, but we'll see. But for certain thing, that ABS fault is gone. So, that's progress. This this bulb, one of the bulbs here is not working. You can see that noise it made. It shouldn't have made that move. Let me switch off the ignition, switch it on again. Sometimes when you switch on ignition, or to do that, or start the vehicle, you see, it shouldn't be making that move. Don't know why. You see? So the ESP warning back came up here. So well, okay, speaking of which, let me scan it, see what it will show. I'll show you guys. Hold on, guys, to be sure that it's not ABS warning is not bad. Alright. Okay, so I'm trying to check the ABS. So this is the ABS now. It's ESP. Okay. Which photo? Whoa! Haha! You can see it's no trouble. Yeah, so the ABS is sorted out now. So the ESP warning light. That one probably could be configuring, what is it called? Configuring the steering angle weight sensor. So that's what could be the reason why the ESP light is coming out. So that one could be after once we go and check the we do the front alignment, front rear and front wheel alignment, and then take it for way calibration. Yeah, steering angle waist calibration. Go and do that. So hopefully that one goes away. Alright, so that is sorted out. Let me even see if they change this BSI before. Hold on, guys. I've already left this thing. I don't have time. I wanted to tell you they change this BSI. Usually it's easier. So see, honestly, when it comes to see 406, 206, if you have PP2000, it's much easier compared to this ability to diagnose. Alright. This one, you won't be able to access all the functions with think diag on 406 compared to PP2000. Therefore, I mentioned the model of cars that the think diag will access every other thing PP2000 will do. Okay, so that's basically brings the end, and so we're ending it today. So till tomorrow, I'll do the AC. I'll just try the best I can electrically to see why the compressor is not coming up. If I eventually confirm that the coil is okay, fine. If the problem is not coil, if I do the ones I can, I probably may involve somebody else. But my only concern is the PSI unit. But I'm just trying to understand why, because this thing was working. The AC was working when I went to check the vehicle before the owner could check the car. Only for me to come back, it's no longer working. Anyway, anything can happen before. So like the video, subscribe to the channel. So I will continue to update you guys on this vehicle, and we'll see. To the next one.